This is The Day Before, an open-world MMO survival game set in the present day on the US East Coast following a deadly pandemic. When you first launch the game, you're given a fairly basic character creation screen. You can select your class, being the Roamer, Pathfinder, or the Ghost, each giving you some fairly basic starting skills. So whichever one you choose, that's up to you. So you choose your looks and your name. Once you've done that, you get greeted by the server selection screen. As of recording this video, there's no way to really select a server based off of ping. So select the region that's closest to you and hope for the best. If you can't join a server, the game will tell you that you are unable to connect. By the looks of it, the servers are all sorted highest to lowest by player population. Playing with friends seems to be a bit of a struggle right now, as trying to connect to the same server could be an issue. So once in your game, you have to sit through a lengthy prologue sequence to establish some of the lore of the game. They also show you some of the basics of inventory management, weapon customization, and the trader system. It also goes through the basics of the shelter building. Now the biggest problem I've found is the running between the traders, the storage, and the workbench. There is no quick tab between the zones, which would make it a lot easier. So once you're geared up and ready to enter the new Fortune City, the game becomes enjoyable. Scenery, map design, and movement are actually really good. Now, entering the city places you into a PvP/PE environment. The first challenge is dealing with zombies, or infected as the game calls them. The zombies can be found outside in the streets, some are inside the buildings, and others are sleeping in the cars, so make sure you're careful when walking around outside. As for how threatening they are, the amount of zombies you come across at a time is really low. Too low, in fact. They are easy to avoid, and if you do get aggro, they're easy to dispatch with a couple of headshots. One shot does not take them out. When you go and raid, make sure you bring enough ammo, because although there aren't any big hordes of zombies, they are consistent enough where you will use a bit of ammo getting to the extract. Navigating the city is fairly easy, as you have a GPS system that shows you exactly where you are and where to go for the tasks, the extracts, and some of the points of interest. As for the PvP, gunfights, they're over fairly quickly, and the third-person aspect of the game really detracts from the overall excitement. It's too easy to hide behind cover and know exactly what your enemy is doing. Now obviously, it works both ways. The looting aspect of the game and the UI is where the real problems begin. The game doesn't indicate in a visible manner what is lootable and what isn't. Most of the cars are lootable, but there are a few that can't be looted. The loot crates around the map also look exactly like the ones that can't be looted, so you have to run up to it in order to know. If you can loot something, you have to stand in a very specific spot, otherwise the prompt goes away or it doesn't show up at all. As for the tasks, it also appears that you can only select one task to track at a time, and it sort of cancels out the others. You may be able to do multiple tasks at the same time, but I'm not sure of that. With all of that being said, is it worth it? I would compare this game to a mixture of The Division, DayZ, and Escape from Tarkov. And for the price of the game and the overall experience, it's fantastic. I would definitely recommend playing it if you like extraction shooters. If you made it this far, you obviously enjoy the content, so hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'm live most days on Twitch when I'm not working, so come say hi. And as always, I hope you have a good morning, night, or day, wherever you are. And I'll see you for the next one.